Hey Dallas, we're bringing you into the kitchen with some of our favorite cooks. Come along and meet the characters behind the recipes that make their restaurants award-winning. Are you ready to get into our kitchen and cook up something special?
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to Cooking with Friends. Today on the show, we're cooking with the BBQ Baroness herself, Jill Bergus, co-founder of Lockhart Smokehouse. Jill is part of the famous Kruetz Market family and legacy of Central Texas. Let's dive in and have some fun whipping up some brisket deviled eggs. Hey everyone, welcome to our kitchen. Jill.
Hello.
Tell everybody what we are going to make today.
So this is like the ultimate Southern party food, deviled eggs. It's great for any level of cook, especially the easy ones. But we like to take ours up a notch by we add chopped brisket.
I love it, and I love that this is something that people can buy in the restaurant, can enjoy in the restaurant,
Right.
but
And
simple enough that they can make it at home.
Oh, absolutely. And you can adapt it to whatever you have on hand. If you had chicken or, pork, it would be amazing with it. So
I
it's a
love
pretty
that.
easily convertible recipe to whatever you need.
Okay, well show us how it's done.
Okay, great. So first of all, I like to cheat with the pre-boiled hard-boiled eggs, because hard-boiled eggs are just difficult, and I always end up poking little holes in them and everything. So we're starting out with 6 hard-boiled eggs. We'll pop the little baby yolks in. Then we'll put that right there. Here we go. All right, I tell you what, can I put you to work?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do that.
So here we go. If you want to
Perfect.
chop a little eggy in half for me.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Okay.
There we go. And we'll try not to cut our fingers off.
Let's not cut our fingers.
Right.
Here's that.
Perfect.
Other one.
Great. So, and as you can see, yeah, sometimes they're prettier than others. But hard-boiled.
Was mine not pretty?
Oh, well, just left a little yolk in, It's the kitchen kind of, perfectionist in all of us.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
be more
as you
perfectionistic.
learn, there you go. But it's so nice, look, they just shoot right out. That's kind of satisfying in a strange way. So hard-boiled eggs are something, I don't know, my grandmother always had them, Sunday suppers and things like that.
Yes.
So it's perfect to take to a party or wherever. So we're gonna start with this. There we go, Yoki baby. Oh look, I did one of yours. Just throw you under the bus there. All right.
She's not a chef, people.
No, I'm not. I just
me. No.
I play one on TV. How's that?
I'm talking about me. You're doing
Well,
good.
and I'm not a chef either, but I have a great history of barbecue in my family.
You sure do.
Yes.
You sure do.
So yeah, Lockhart is.
That one's not good.
I'll start on the onion over here.
Okay.
Great. Okay. So we had 6 deviled eggs. We'll make them deviled eggs. 6 eggs, and now we're gonna chop some red onion. And you could basically use whatever crunchiness you have on hand. My grandmother always liked to chop up little pickles with leftover barbecue.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yummy.
I know. But I like a little crunch, a little something healthy. So, yeah, you could use, gosh, whatever. There we go. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'll do about 2 tablespoons of the egg.
And just like it looks like just a rough,
rough
chop.
chop. Exactly.
Easy, okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
All right. So now the real masterpiece to pretty much any sort of deviled egg is the mayo. And you can use whatever kind you happen to have. You could even, if you're being super healthy, try Greek yogurt if you wanted to get crazy. I mean, it's not terribly Texan, but it will work. Yeah, so we put 6 tablespoons of mayo in. I think, what is that?
Probably 4.
All right, we'll go with that. That sounds good.
You can't have too much mayo.
No, you really
You
can't.
can't screw that
And you
up.
can always add more in. That's the beautiful thing.
All right.
This little baby just does not want to cooperate. There we go. Here, why don't you give that a little mix while I keep dumping.
Okay.
And then mustard gives it a nice color to it and also flavor. About 1.5 teaspoons.
And I'm presuming we're supposed to like chop up this egg a little bit, right?
Oh yeah, get it nice and squishy. That's a technical term. All right, there's one. We're getting another little half one in here. And so it's a little bit different than obviously what we do in the restaurant, because in the restaurant we like to finish them off in the smoker.
Ooh.
Yes, so that gives it a deeper color.
Yummy.
And gives it that great smoke flavor. Now, I'm also putting sriracha in because we like things a little spicy. Mm-hmm. So use it if you want, you don't have to. And it helps usually if you open it. So yes, if you like spice, feel free to add sriracha. I am kind of a spice wimp.
Are you?
I am actually. It hates me. Yeah, that's
you got it?
You know what? Here.
There you go.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. There we go. All right. Nice little kick in there. Beautiful.
Okay.
So, now this.
Ooh, I smell that.
Let's put a little salt, a little pepper in. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that consistency. Gorgeous. And then a little sprinkle. We've got a little cayenne here. We'll just put a little tap, because once again, I'm a wimp. And paprika we will put on at the end.
Okay.
That gives it a nice, pretty color.
Okay.
Now, the real star here, chopped brisket. Can you smell that?
So talk about what makes Lockhart brisket so special.
Sure. So what we have here is the real star of the show, the brisket. And what makes Lockhart Smokehouse brisket really great is that we smoke it over aged post oak. So post oak is a wood that's traditionally found in Texas. And so Lockhart, like the name implies, great Central Texas town, and good German settlers used everything they had at hand. And Texas is definitely the cattle town. So we like to smoke beef. And briskets, we, they're basically made with a dry rub. So you want to let that sit in, dry rub. And then these smoke, depending on the weight, anywhere from 12 to 16 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And we go low and slow. There's some other places like Kruetz Market, where my grandfather was the owner, and my cousin is now. They've got pits that are grandfathered in. So they are built into the building, and they go much hotter and faster.
Okay.
So, but the city of Dallas did not want to let us have open fire.
Imagine that.
Right, exactly.
So, but you found, obviously, that you can do it in a different way, and it can still have a great flavor.
Right, absolutely. So my cousin Keith, when we were setting up the business, was like, hey, check out these nice folks down in Dallas. Actually, our pits are made here in Dallas by the Bewley Company.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
All right.
So we'll start with a fourth a cup. We can always add a little more in. There we go. That looks wimpy. Let's put a little bit more in just because we're hungry here.
We are hungry. And it's just, again, like a rough chop, huh?
It's just a rough chop, yeah.
Chop it all up. Okay.
Beautiful. Why don't you give that a spin?
Ooh, it smells so good. And I guess you can't like overmix this or anything, huh?
No, you really
just
can't.
You could just play with it all day.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the beautiful thing about the brisket is it deepens the color so much, because it was such a beautiful yellow, and then that adds smoky.
It's so good.
All right. So then this is our nice, what we learned from our friends in the pastry land.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yes. Yes. And hopefully.
I was just about to ask you if you needed a spoon, but this is way better.
Well, most days. So,
Okay.
we'll pop that in there. And the nice thing is, they do make the fancy pastry bags, but this is just my Ziploc baggie.
I love it.
Right.
Everybody has one of those.
Exactly. Use what you've got handy, and then we'll just snip the end over here. And you kind of have to snip it big because we do have big chunks of things.
Right. Makes sense.
So it's not as beautiful piping as your icing or something would be.
Flip this over.
But there we go. So now, just kind of nice little in there. Beautiful. And there we go. And then sometimes you get your hole a little bit too big, but that's okay. We'll make it work. All right. I tell you what, Carrie, if you want to get that paprika.
Yes, I will.
And you can hit some of these. They don't want to stand sometimes. And that's the beautiful thing about food, is that it doesn't always do what you want, but it's always fun and it's always tasty.
That's what I was going to say, as long as it tastes good.
Right, exactly.
Beauty is.
Ooh.
I guess that's a little heavy on. We're heavy-handed on that paprika.
That's okay. It's good for us somewhere, right?
Yes. My grandmother used paprika a lot. Was your family big into the paprika?
You know, not as much. Everything was good traditional salt and pepper and
right. Simple and easy.
Right, exactly. But it is a lovely flavor.
It really is. And it's pretty.
Yes. So, and deviled eggs are one of my favorites. Through the magic of television, I have some beautiful ones already made.
That's great.
Yes, exactly. That have been through the smoker, so we can look and see
the difference.
The difference in color. But if you're brave enough and want to taste, I bet.
So if you were at the restaurant, you would make these similarly. I know we'd change it up, or you change it up a little bit,
exactly.
and then throw it in the smoker
and then
at the end.
Put it in the smoker, yes. So they just get a little kiss of smoke, just to deepen the flavor, and get that nice post oak bit to it. Because post oak is not a strong wood. It's similar to your Chardonnays. That's what they age the Chardonnay in. So it just imparts a little bit of flavor. So sometimes people, and there are various places, they'll smoke on mesquite or pecan. You can do fruit woods. You can do a lot of things.
Right.
But we like post oak.
I love that. Okay, I'll
beautiful. Your paprika, yeah.
I'll try not to overdo
They kind of
it.
look like deviled egg bombs. They're kind of a little sideways.
Hey, I'm gonna eat it either way.
Right, exactly.
It's not to me. Okay.
Beautiful.
Is that good? Need more?
I think they're a little messy, but I bet they're delicious. You want to try one?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
I do.
All right, look at that. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I know, you get that nice, it's the smoky of the brisket and kind of the creamy.
I have to say, I would never have thought to put brisket in a deviled egg, but it is amazing.
Well, wonderful.
No wonder you do that. Makes sense.
Chewing on camera, it's always fun.
Delicious. Very good. Delicious. So good. Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you. What fun.
Thanks for watching Cooking with Friends. For today's recipe, look for the link in the description below. To learn more about Jill and Lockhart Smokehouse, you gotta watch the next video. And if you love food, don't forget to subscribe to our channel today.